Junk Journal January, day 3, and the prompt is Timeworn. So I picked out this one piece of ephemera here with the dress form. I think that's what you call it. And from there I decided, kind of on the theme of sewing and vintage, and I really had a lot of fun with this one too. It seems like each day they get better and better. Of course, I'm spending a little bit too much time on these. That's why it takes me so long to get my videos up, because I also have to edit, an hour and a half that it took me. I have to edit that video down. So guys, I don't think you want to sit here and watch every little thing that I do. So here I obviously have some pattern paper that I'm just scrunching up and going to put it on the page. And again, this is one of those processes where I just start and things just evolve. So sit back, relax, let me know what you think of this one in the comments. And if you're also in the journal, Junk Journal January Challenge, and if you're participating, leave your YouTube channel or your social media channel in the comments, and I'll take a look at what you're working on. Of course, with the theme being time-worn, I have to have a clock on here. And I originally put it on, well, I guess the right way, but I wanted it backwards because I wanted you needed the arms for or the hands, not the arms, the hands for the clock. So then I just stuck a little diamond blingy thing here in the middle of the clock just to cover the center up and make it look pretty. So I saw these cards in my stash earlier when I was kind of just pulling things out to see what I wanted to do, and I knew I wanted to use playing cards for something. They're always fun to decorate and easy enough to decorate, but of course I have to make these look vintage because they are definitely looking a little bit too new. So I'm going to go ahead and take my distressing ink and distress these and go from there. I'm going to heat them or dry them with my heat gun there, just because the ink will get kind of, it'll spread all over. But anyway, yeah, so this is another thing that's just kind of a process. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and then things just kind of expand from there. It's kind of funny when I think back to my childhood again. Things kind of vintage and nostalgic make me think back to my childhood. My mom, she loved antiques, and we had a lot in our house growing up. And I was always kind of like, why don't you get the new stuff? Why don't you get the modern? Like I was probably in my late teens, early 20s, I was really fond of Art Deco. And my first bedroom set I got was kind of an Art Deco style. It was black with gold and really pretty. And after a while, it's kind of like, I'm kind of over this style. And so now it's funny because I'm more into the vintage. I just, I don't know, it just kind of fills me with comfort and warmth, I guess, for whatever reason. And that's kind of what I gravitate to a lot when I am doing my junk journaling, is the vintage look. I've tried, adding more color and things like that. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. I just think that the vintage look just is easier for me. I don't know, maybe I have more of an eye for it, just the subtle colors and the the warm tones and the browns. But I just enjoy. I don't have a ton of antiques really around my house. That's a whole nother story. I need to have someone, decorator, come in and help me out with that. But as far as the things that I make, I do a lot of vintagey looking things, and kind of even like farmhouse look. So like with furniture and things like that. So it's I'm kind of in a weird place where I'm not real sure about my home decor, as far as furniture and things like that go. But when I'm working on my DIY projects and crafting, I always kind of go towards the vintage, antique-y, even, like I said, the farmhouse look. So these are stickers I picked up at Dollar Tree, I believe. These are pretty nice. They're actually not stickers, they're like transfers, rub-on transfers. So these are pretty cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut some of these out and then figure out what I'm going to put on the cards. So as any junk journaler collector knows, you don't throw anything out. This was a seed bag that I received, and I think it's from American Meadows. I ordered my wildflower seeds from them. So I kept the sack that they come in because they're pretty cool. And I thought, as a junk journal, like I said, you can always use it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these transfers on there, and then I'm going to antique it up with the ink there, and you'll see where I'm going to put them. And as you know, I love my buttons, so I'm going to go through. I like the ones with threads already that are left on them. I think that looks kind of cool. And I'm running out of them, so I might actually have to go and kind of thread some of these to make them look like they just popped right off a blouse, or, whatever material, whatever clothing they were on. So I'm going to go ahead and glue one of these cool buttons on the card. And if you hear me laughing once in a while, I'm obviously watching a show. I don't go sit down, junk journal session without, or any crafting session without watching a show. And I'm currently watching, I finished Homeland, all whatever seasons. I think there was like 8. I don't know. That was a little crazy. Closer. I forget, Sedgwick. What's her first name? Kira Sedgwick? Something like that. Anyway, so I'm currently watching Closer. And then I think there's a lot of new shows, not new shows, but new seasons that are going to come out soon of my favorite shows. I know Shrinking is coming out later this month, and some other ones. So I'm excited to watch my favorite shows. I don't know. I like to binge them. It's great that I have to wait because it teaches me patience, but it's hard. I like to binge them and, obviously watch them back to back and kind of be done with them. So I could wait, but I probably won't. And I'll just have to wait weekly to watch the new show. So I'm going to go ahead again with these transfers, and there's 3 cards. So I got 3 different transfers that I'm using. And I really like how these cards turned out. This whole page is really, really cute. I really like it. So this transfer says, fashions change, but style endures. So I thought that would be kind of cool to put over here. So I'm looking for a 3 because I want to, like I said, every page I like to put the number of the day on it so I can kind of keep track of it. And so I just rip off half this ticket that had a 3 on it. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the top. So I think I need a new ink pad. I keep adding water to this, but I don't know what you're supposed to do. Do I throw it out and get a new one, or can I add ink to this? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. It's the Tim Holtz Distress Inks. So there is day number 3, Timeworn, for the Junk Journal January challenge. Let me know what you think in the comments. Each day they seem to get better. I really enjoy doing these and letting my creative juices flow. So thank you so much for watching, and come back for day 4, 5, 6, 7, all of them, to 31. I think there's 31 days. Yes, there's 31 days in January. But yes, thanks again for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and all that good stuff. And this is Jeannie with Makers Unify, and have a DIY day.